cruise, you get a cruise, you get a cruise. Yeah, that's right. Somebody's been watching Oprah Winfrey at Royal Caribbean. I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on there. Plus, the Bahamas seem to finally be getting with the times and allowing non-vaccinated cruisers to come. We'll tell you when we think that might happen. Plus, there's news from my overseas, actually both ways overseas, Midships family. We got news in New Zealand. We got news over in Europe. And big news about Norovirus coming back on cruise ships. Let's roll the intro. Hey, welcome to the Midships channel. I'm your Captain Corey. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today, and welcome once again here to the Central Florida Midships studio. Just got done with a whirlwind, like 20-hour editing session on my first Alaska cruise vlog. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. But first, let's talk about potentially the big story of the day here, and that is the Bahamas. They've realized that their protocols for cruisers aren't really in alignment with the other protocols of other nations around the world. Plus, they're not even in alignment with their own protocols for international air travel. Right now, if you cruise into the Bahamas, including any of the cruise line private islands, even if you're vaccinated, you will still need to provide a coronavirus test 3 days before your cruise. Well, they realize that that's not really copacetic anymore. And so the Minister of Tourism and Travel down there in the Bahamas has said they intend to change that and only require non-vaccinated travelers coming in on cruise ships to take a pre-cruise test 3 days before they embark on their ship. So we don't know when exactly this change is going to happen. It is speculated, though, that with most cruise lines dropping all of their pre-cruise requirements around the 5th of next month, well, that's pretty much when you can expect the Bahamas to follow suit. Again, the Bahamas and the cruise industry, they're in bed together pretty tight. They're pretty close bedfellows, and I would imagine that is about the time that this new thing is going to go down in the Bahamas. Now, before the global pandemic shut down cruising, there was one word that scared cruisers probably more than anything else, and that's Norovirus. You remember that one? Can you spell that? Norovirus? Whatever it is, it messes up your guts, and it is highly transmissible. You can get it just by touching the tongs at the salad bar, grabbing the wrong railing in the wrong spot. Pretty easy to catch. But one great side effect of all of the new protocols that have been put in place as a result of the pandemic, a lot of the cleaning and the sanitization measures, well, we've pretty much stamped out norovirus on board cruise ships. Prior to the pandemic, we would see 10 to 20 cases a year get put down on the CDC's website. Well, now since cruising has restarted, we've only seen 3, and one of those has been on a ship that's actually a big ship. Other ones have been on smaller luxury liners. The only ship to have had norovirus on it, Carnival Splendor. Fun fact, and that seems like a great time to remind you, I just released my Alaska blog from on board the Carnival Splendor. It just dropped like an hour or two ago. It will auto queue up right after this episode, so stick around till the end. I'm taking you up to the top of the Space Needle. Now, our next story, we're taking things down to the Cayman Islands. They've been historically pretty strict about COVID protocols, but they just announced no longer are the Cayman Islands going to be strict about letting you come and spend your tourist dollars on a cruise ship there, which means you get to go to the Waffle Monkey. You know what that is, right? If you don't, you should check it out on your next cruise to Grand Cayman. The best waffles I've ever had. Try the churro. Pretty cool stuff. Hey, while we're talking about some pretty cool stuff, you see this right behind me, this Ahoy pineapple shirt? You can pick that up along with about 50 other items I recommend you take with you on every cruise in my Amazon affiliate store. The best way to support this channel and keep me cruising. There's a link in the description below. Now, our next cruise news story takes us overseas to New Zealand, and it's a short one. New Zealand, cruises have finally restarted there. Congratulations. And now our other next overseas cruise news story gonna take us over to Europe. MSC has just announced their summer schedule into next year, and a really cool ship, the Virtuosa, she's gonna homeport now in Southampton. All right, let's bring things back here to the US. We're talking Royal Caribbean, and Celebrity Cruise Line. They have just come out and blown the lid off of PreCruise Testing, off of all of this stuff. Let's start from the beginning. Beginning September 5th, so less than 2 weeks from now, anybody can cruise on a Royal Caribbean or a Celebrity Cruise so long as they don't go to Canada or to Bermuda. Canada and Bermuda, what are y'all doing? Nobody else is doing this. Now there's some other stipulations here because PreCruise Testing is going away as well for any cruise 9 nights or shorter that doesn't call in Bermuda and Canada. Again, Bermuda and Canada, you're behind the times. What is you doing? For any cruise 10 nights or longer, anybody getting on that cruise will still need to provide a pre-cruise COVID test 3 days before embarkation. And while we're talking about these pre-cruise COVID tests, they're doing something very peculiar at Royal, and I don't know how it's going to work. They're actually now saying that they will accept a self-proctored COVID test to board. And I don't know how they're going to accept that. Does that mean you're going to show up with that little plastic tray that has just the one line on it and say, here's my test? Are you supposed to take a picture of your test and just show it to them at the pier? Like, what are we doing here? Hey, it's post-episode. Corey, just want to cut in here. I'm reading right behind me. This is Royal Caribbean's email they just sent out about the self-administered test. The way they're working is you can bring the actual negative test with you, or you can take or print a picture of it and show it to them on your phone or on the paper at embarkation. So there you go. Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you don't want to miss any new information about how the new self-proctored testing will work for Royal Caribbean and for Celebrity. I will be trying it out on Celebrity here in about a month and a half time when I board the Celebrity Beyond in November. Now, the other thing to note is that Carnival's probably going to be pretty jealous of this self-proctored testing setup. I would imagine they're going to want to compete with Royal and try and take some of their business away. So I would guess in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see another brand such as Carnival come out and say, hey, we'll take self-proctored testing as well. If you have an idea for the best way to self-proctor on a COVID test and prove that it was you and it was your test and you did it right, let me know in the comments below. And if you made it this far into today's episode, thanks for sticking it out. Make sure you stick it out a little bit longer and catch that Alaska cruise vlog. It's gonna play here in like 30 seconds. Thanks for stopping by the channel today. And until tomorrow, we'll see ya on the Midships. I am so excited for you to watch this vlog. I spent like 18 or 20 hours on this. It is bar none the best vlog I've ever put out. Please, please, please give it a try, watch it, and give me honest feedback. The next episode, well, it drops in about 2 days. Check it out.